We get him, we get it, we get it.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
Have you ever looked at an RTS game and thought to yourself, man, I wish I could get in on that action? Well, with Disintegration, you get the FPS RTS you didn't think you needed. Disintegration by V1 Interactive and published by Private Division is a new sci-fi first-person shooter set in the near future on Earth, where the only hope for human survival is through integration, a process developed to preserve human brains and robotic armatures. The game features a thrilling single-player campaign and frenetic PvP multiplayer where pilots and their crews compete in 3 exciting game modes across a variety of maps. Now, my review is based purely on the multiplayer side of the game. I do have to say a huge thank you to the team for giving me 5 extra keys to hand off to friends so we could really immerse ourselves in the experience. Starting the game, I was instantly thrown into the tutorial to get my bearings on how the grav cycle works, and then grasp the basics on the weapons and commanding units. The tutorial does well to introduce you to this new style of shooter, but as they say, simulations are nothing like being out there in the field. Headed into the multiplayer, you have 7 playable classes, all with alternative skins and cosmetics you can grab to add a personal flair to your grav cycle. The emotes are also a nice touch, making you able to taunt and communicate with the other team. Another thing is the badge creator, which really allows you to show off who you are as a player. In the full release, I am really hoping they add badges being shown in your grav cycles, as well as introducing maybe a clan system, allowing friends to all fly under the same color scheme and banner. Alright, on to the main reason why you're here, gameplay. In the multiplayer, so far, you have your basic game modes. Zone control with 3 points to control, and retrieval, where one team attacks and escorts the objective while the other team defends. I'm going to admit right now that when watching the trailer for this game, I thought it was a squad-style FPS where people took on the roles such as one person in the grav cycle while the rest of your team was on the ground. To me, that sounded so good. You have 3 members hitting objectives, while the person in the grav cycle relays intel and gives that air support. Well, I was completely wrong, which isn't a bad thing at all. Not at all. It just really flipped my expectations. It's 5 grav cycles per team, commanding AI units on the ground to complete objectives. So, I mean, I wasn't entirely wrong. All 7 classes of grav cycles have different abilities and stats, meaning your team needs to communicate on what roles they'll be taking to succeed. Laying out the classes for you, you have your tanks, healers, and high DPS. Some classes have a bit of a more rounded approach, such as the Tech Noir, which can throw in a good set of damage down while also being able to heal teammates. To make things a little more interesting, there's classes like the Sideshow and the Warheads, which focus on taking out ground units, meaning without support, there'll be no match for the other grav cycles. In my first couple matches, I'm going to admit I was completely lost. Disintegration is a fast-paced game, and if the enemy already has a handle on everything, it'll feel like you're being thrown in with the wolves. But don't let this discourage you. Be sure to try all the classes to see which one works best for you and your team. For me, I found myself committing to the Neon Dreams for its high speed, high damage, and debuffing alt-fire. But mastering the grav cycle isn't enough. You'll need to know how your team on the ground operates and utilize their ability to win the day. Each grav cycle will have a different number of ground units as well as their own specific classes and abilities. My biggest piece of advice is to learn how your grav cycle works first, and then your units. Trying to multitask both right away made me feel like I was trying to learn 2 games at once. Disintegration is a breath of fresh air to the FPS genre. The game is packed with fast-paced action and intense battles that make strategy the key to victory, and not the guns-blazing attitude of most FPS games. There's something special about Disintegration, and though I can't fully feel it yet, I'm confident that this is going to deliver on its full release. Have you had a chance to try the closed beta? If not, you can look forward to the open beta that starts January 31st. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.